Alright, so what's up guys, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through the two collab units, which is Poppy and Vanilla. We're going through how to build them, and the only reason I added Poppy in there is because she's an SR, and plus she's also a supporter just like Vanilla, so we might as well add them both in one. And I do want to say, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and like the video. It helps out a lot for the channel in the video. And also hit that subscribe button, because if you want to know how to build chocolate, you definitely want to be subscribed so you get the notification of that video coming out. And trust me, chocolate, you want to build the particular way. But anyway, other than all of that, let's get right into how to build these two characters. Now, as you see, I got all of them. Now, I got all of them unexpectedly. I would be honest, I was pulling one by one because I wanted chocolate, and I ended up getting her early. That was a thank you, because I lost my 50-50 to something else. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, all right, so Vanilla, obviously she's a buffer. As you know, she's a buffer from seeing that right there, and also just knowing that her skills. But we're gonna go through it, right? Going through her skills, we're gonna look at from right to left, because why not, right? Which is, the first one is her passive, which is active only when she is alive and active in all modes. It increases the crit rate of all allies with blue pathos by 7%. Exclusive effect, which is Kindred healing. If allied with nekopara combatants alongside kitty chemistry at the start of the battle, all allies will receive 12% more healing. And you'll see why that's actually important later on. But the first thing is, she gets 7% crit, which means, me personally, I think she's good on any team, because everyone, well, for me, I want crit on my DPSs because I want them to crit. Crit means bigger damage. Bigger damage means boom, boom, head go bump. Okay, so that's why I want that. Now, the next one is Kitty's Blessing, which is a discovery / buff. I'm gonna explain this also. I'm gonna explain all these later on, right? Triggers. Discovery 1, I don't know what that sign means, and grants one ally one random buff from Kindred Company. And then Discovery X selects one X star skill card from other allies and add it to the deck. Kindred Company contains 5 buffs: crit damage, armor pierce, defense, and endurance, HP, and the buffs last for 3 turns. Now, the thing about this one is, I do want to state that you get one of the buffs. You don't get all of them. That'd be outrageous if you get all of them. When you use the skill, you have a chance to get one of the 5 buffs. You can get defense, or you can get endurance, or you can get armor pierce. It goes like that. It doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, obviously, that makes sense, right? Because I mean, you give all of these to one character at once, that would have been the most broken character in the game. And then her ult, which is increases all allies attack by 18% for 2 turns and dispel 3 stacks of debuffs from all allies. Now, what does that mean? It's basically dispelling debuffs, okay? She dispels debuffs and she increases attack. Now, the best thing right here is her attack right here, which is deals 120% attack as damage to one enemy and inflicts healing scratch on the target for 1 turn. And what is healing scratch? It's when the attacker gains a healing effect equal to 5% of damage dealt. Now, obviously, basically, that means that when they get attacked, the 5% of that attack that got smacked with, they just got smacked with, will turn into healing for them. And then we have, like, obviously, I might get her on level 55 because I want her to actually be playable on my team. My team is up there at the 55s to 60s now, so I gotta do it. And then also we got the stars right here, which is changes the skill to increase all allies attack by 20%, which is actually pretty fire. I'll be honest, E1 already looks busted as well. I'm not going for it because I don't have the money. At the start of the battle, upgrades one Kitty's Blessing by 1 star. And then this one is increases the crit rate. It just increases the crit rate boost that it gives. Changes the skill to increase all allies attack by 23%. And then after allies other than kitty chemistry cast a 3-star skill card, which is actually pretty easy to do with her. Kitty chemistry randomly grants all allies 1 buff from Kindred Company and dispels 2 stacks of debuffs from them. This effect occurs once per turn. That's okay. That if you're a light spender, you might want to go here. I'm gonna be honest, you want to go here because that is super big of a upgrade. Then obviously this is the attack again. Then the last thing is at the beginning, and then like obviously the crit rate boost again. But at the beginning of each turn, randomly grants all allies 1 buff from Kindred Company, prioritizing buffs not yet gained, which is insane because that means you will basically have all the buffs at that point. By the time you hit like turn 3, and like one of your damage dealer got crit damage plus, so you done. You murking out there, you getting it. But anyway, other than that, let's get into the equipment. Now, this is the equipment I decided to go on her, and you may ask, why you decided to go on this on the equipment for vanilla? It's because she is a buffer, and I want her to stay alive as long as possible because I need her to buff. That's literally it. It's because of that. Because I need her to buff. And also I did like add the healing wolf basically for her, what was it, her second skill, which when she attacks, the attacker gains a healing effect equal to 5% of the damage dealt. Healing scratch. I wanted to see if that would like boost it up or not. I'm still not 100% sure, but I did add the healing there just in case. But other than that, yeah, it's basically a supporter build because I need her to stay alive so she can support the team. That's literally why I built her the way I built her. So obviously I'm gonna change some of these because like defense, crit resist, attack, like I keep in a little bit of attack and luck just because again, the way that her skill works. And I do believe that luck, let me know down in the comment section again below, but my understanding of luck in the game is that you have a chance of getting another, like a 2-star card instead of a 1-star card, or getting 2 of the cards instead of like 1 of the character cards. But not 100% positive because I haven't tested it out yet. I don't have a full luck set to go test out on the character for no reason. Now let's get into Poppy or whatever her name is, Poofa, whatever it's called. I don't remember the name. Cacao. Let's get into Cacao. And then after her, we're going to test the characters out to a thing so I can show you how these skills actually work, right? Now, this is the character you get for free. You're going to get all the stars for free. I'm literally missing one more, I believe. Yep, I am. I'm missing one more. I just need to complete the event and I'll be done, right? Obviously. But other than that, as you can see, she is labeled as single target, and you'll see why when you go into the thing, right? Active when alive, or active in all modes. Obviously, at the start of the battle, character reduces all enemies crit resist by 15% of the combatant's pre-battle crit rate. Pre-battle means before you get into the thing, by the way. Obviously, it's a pre-battle, right? And then the star unlocks, we'll get into those later because obviously you're gonna have them all unlocked anyway, so you definitely want to look into what's up with this, right? Now, Furry Claw, what it is, deals a 90% attack as Pierce to one enemy. Pierce ignores the target endurance when attacking. And then we have Kitty Headbutt, which is deals 102% attack as damage to one enemy and inflicts 1 stack of vulnerability on the target for 3 turns. What is vulnerability, guys? I mean, say what we increases the target's damage received by 10%, and that stacks up to 10 times, which means it can go to 100% if you have the max stacks on the character. I don't know how you would do that. I'm gonna be honest, you're gonna have to be fighting with her a lot with that point. But anyway, then obviously a rear headbutt, I don't know how to pronounce it, okay, deals 169% attack as damage to one enemy and inflicts 1 stack, I don't know why I got stacks or stacks, of vulnerability on the target for 3 turns. Vulnerability, obviously it's the same thing, right? Now, like you use this and then her ult, that's 2 already right there. But it may kind of be hard to get her ult in the first place, right? And this is the only character, by the way, that I will state that doesn't have like a extra effect. I'm guessing because she has SR, so they didn't add it on there. But she don't have an extra like underlying layer effect when she works with everyone from the nekopara team. She just have her own little thing right there in general, right? Now, how would you build her up? Obviously, she is level 50 because I ran out of stuff, okay? But anyway, let's get into the stars, which is increase the damage to 179, increase crit resist, decrease effect to 20, and then right here at the start of the battle, increases crit rate by 6%, and then we get increases crit resist, decreases effect to, and then we got increases crit resistance, decrease effect to 25% of the combatant's pre-battle crit rate. Then we have after that, at the start of the battle, increases attack by 6 and crit rate by 6%. Increases the battle damage there, which is actually pretty decent because she's increasing attack as well now. And then the last one, which we know everyone is going to get, is increases crit resist, decreases effect to 30% of the combatant's pre-battle crit rate. Now why is that so good? Because that means when you bring her in, long as your, let's say your crit rate is, let's say 100%, right? Now 100% of 30, I'm not really positive. I don't feel like doing the math right now, I'm gonna be honest. But basically, she is going to take 30% of that 100% and just have crit resist. Like, that's crazy. And that's for all the combatants. It doesn't say for one character or for this random character. All the characters gonna automatically have a crit resist, which means she's probably gonna be good in arena, because you don't want to get critted, because if you get critted in arena, you may just instantly get wiped. But anyway, as you see, I don't have a build on her yet, and I wanted to show, because I wanted to show this, right? When you click equip, like quick equip, they give her crit damage resistance, and crit rate, which I say is actually, it's all right. The way that I want to build her, and mainly because I want to use her for that skill right here. I'm gonna use her more as a supporter or sub DPSer than actual DPS, because we have Chocolate. I'm gonna use her, and you'll know why in the videos that she comes out, why I'm gonna use her instead, right? But it says at the start of the battle, reduces all enemy crit resist by 15% of the combatant's pre-battle crit rate. And as we know from the stars, that goes up to 25% of their crit rate, all the way up to 30%. So basically, I want them to be lowered as much as possible. And with 12% crit rate, they ain't really getting lowered that much. So what I'm gonna do instead, and plus also you get her outfit as well, which probably gonna have crit rate on it also, and you get that free. So yeah, that's another thing. But anyway, as you can see, crit rate right there, 2.5, and then this one has crit damage, just like almost every other costume in the game, I believe. But other than that, the way I would build her is go either triple crit rate or double crit rate with a little bit of crit resistance, only because you want her to actually stay alive and not get one-shotted. Because she is an SR, which means she have lower stats a little bit, and you don't want her instantly dying, because then you lose the crit resist buff. So let's say that you building her for damage, you bar just go for the average damage set. But let's say you're not building her for damage, you're building her because you want to use that skill. You'll easily just do this, okay? I'm gonna be honest, just go crit, crit, crit. And on the sub pieces, you can go more crit rate if you want to, or just go crit damage and attack, so that way she can do some damage. But other than that, we are done the part where we showcase the characters. I don't know why she got on all fours like that, but whatever. We are going into, I forgot that they speak Japanese in this game. I play this game with sound off most of the time, but we're gonna go into this right here. And this obviously, as you see, is it's my new team, because yeah, anyway, other than that. And all right, so as you know, we're going with 1, and then where's probably we're going with 2. So that way we can play them both in the same thing. Obviously, like I said before, I'm probably about to cut this out because that's insane that they have that loading screen. Not complaining at all. But anyway, let's start this. So what does this skill do? This is why I think that she is better in the game than anybody else. When I say better, I mean she literally picks a card. Like I said, she picks the harder the cards. Like I said in the video when she was coming out, she picks the harder the card. You literally click here. And if you have all characters on the field, if you have 4 characters, let's say you have all 4, she can pick between any 3 of them character cards. That is the most insane thing ever. And it doesn't go based on the cards that they have. The thing about it is, it goes based on her card. So let's say she has a level 2 of this, she's gonna pull level 2 cards. If she has a level 3, she's gonna pull level 3 cards. And it's just like that. She has level 1, she pull level 1 cards. That's how it works. Which is insane in my opinion. I don't know how they gave this character that much power in the first place, but they did. And as you see, they're not gonna do that much damage. I mean, they're doing like 5k and 1k. I seen, like, obviously I don't build them for damage dealing, so they ain't gonna be doing damage dealing. And the other thing about this is the way it works is when you summon the card, it goes on the side that you summon them. It doesn't go like, let's say that you need this right here, right? Let's say I need this. It won't, when I click it, it's gonna pop right here instead of right on top of it to make it automatically a 2-star, by the way. The only way that would have worked if this was in that slot, like that row. It works per row, not anywhere it drop, by the way. I just want to let that be known. But other than that, let's see if we can get a 2-star here. I'm not 100% positive. As you see, they hit like wet rags, okay? But that's again because I don't want them to hit hard in the first place. And then we can show it off. Look, see, one level 2, and now I can summon any level 2 from her if I wanted to. And that's why I said the vulnerability is actually going to be pretty easy when you come to it, because literally all you got to do is just play the game regularly. She did 13k, by the way, which is insane. I just want to let that be known. And as you can see, armor pen went up, crit rate. And then that's so good. This is literally the best thing ever. I'm gonna be honest, this is one of the best characters ever in the game. Me personally, that's what I think. Now let's look into it. Like, look, armor pen up, crit damage boost up. Like, you get one of the buffs, but they do stack onto each other as long as you can keep buffing that card to that one character, probably, to be honest. But as you can see, her crit res is 0%. Now it says that they're supposed to have it when it's in the game, which, let's see, crit res 9.2% right there. Yep. And that will be 30% of whatever the heck that she has on her, plus the gear that's on her, because I'm pretty sure she got crit resistant gear on her as well. But let's see, her crit rate is 12 plus 19 because of the extra crit rate that you get, which is basically OP as itself as well. And then this increases allies attack by 13. I'll just show y'all just so y'all can see it, even though y'all see the animation anyway. But other than that, this video was kind of longer on the long side, but I wanted to cover two of the characters at once instead of just covering one of the character, then one of the character, one of the character. Like, that's just farm reviews at that point, to be honest. But I want to get y'all videos out in a regular way instead of just trying to farm the views all the way together, right? But anyway, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to share the video, and do remember that the chocolate video is coming out later some point, probably even today or tomorrow, and you definitely want to watch that video. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Check out this one right here from Cat's Fantasy, or the new Nikkei update that's happening. Like, we're getting good stuff. But anyway, check it out there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.